What's up, minions? It's Matt, and today is August 10th, 2023. It is a Thursday, and my brain is fried. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just been busy. Been running around a lot. Been to I don't even know. Talking like a lot of clients today. A lot of just like meeting them where they're at and emotions and then just like other professionals and sometimes I think my social meters definitely a little bit uh it's on E, that's for sure. But I'm feeling good, I think like it's not a bad tired, it's not a bad fried. I think like I feel good about, the work I did and I know what I do, is important. So to me, I don't know, like in my opinion and in my perspective, like it's important. So that helps. And yeah, I don't know, it took me a while to kind of find uh well, I've been doing this type of work a long time now, but in like my life as a whole, it kind of took a while for me to find purpose in what I do. I don't know. I think I started in a lot of jobs in like just retail and other things like that where like it was good, like those are good jobs and good money and stuff like that. But for me personally, it was just hard to find like meaning in those jobs. And I think it wasn't until later in life that I found those. And I think just I don't know, like the importance of finding purpose in what you do just adds a lot more substance to your life. It's added a lot more substance to my life. Because without that, I know I remember feeling a lot more aimless, um, and even like depressed and things like that. Because I don't know, I felt like I was just waking up every day and didn't really know uh what was the point of like what stocking shelves or selling. I don't know, like I don't know, selling big TVs to people or I don't know, just kind of monotonous like things and things that didn't really seem to matter. But um yeah, finding what I do now like really brought a lot of like purpose into what I do. And I think um it's just good fuel. I don't know, it's like the type of food you put in your body. Like you could put junk in it or you could put good food and it's just fuel. It keeps you going, keeps your body running efficiently. And I think having that purpose for me it just is like it's good fuel for my body. So even when I'm tired, it gives me like that um ability to kind of like find that that next gear and just like keep going. So I think that's like really important. That's really good to have like that rewarding feeling in your life, in my life. um it keeps me going even when I feel like fried. um yeah, it's like important to think about, we only got like one tank, we can only have hold so much energy. And like using and like an example is like fuel, you only got so much fuel, like your car can only drive so far before that tank's empty. So I think it's just like it took me a long time to just really figure out how to most efficiently go as far as I can on that tank, you know. So and I think it's just like knowing a lot of that comes with um I don't know, I'm thinking about it, but kind of comes with um knowing what I want, knowing healthy boundaries, things like that. Knowing, like when I say knowing what I want, I don't know, like for you or anybody else, like it's just knowing what you want. It's like, are you watering that seed? Like if you want to be a writer, like I want to be like that's a good example. Like I would love to like write books. Like I really want to get into writing and I do it pretty often, but it's pretty aimless and not very structured or disciplined right now. But like I want to write a book, but what am I doing? Not really much. I'm not really. I'm kind of focused on other priorities and other things right now. But in order to be like, if I want to write a book, I gotta write. Am I watering that seed? And so I'm kind of putting my energy into other things, and it could be things that are productive, and it could be things that are not. And and it's not just energy, it's also focus. Like, where am I putting my focus? Like, sometimes I'll just like, as motivated as I might want to feel, I'll just like put on the TV and watch like some mindless TV. So that's like a couple hours where I could have just taken 30 minutes and just wrote something, like see how far I can write. And maybe 30 minutes turns into an hour, turns into two, turns into more, or not. Maybe it's just 30 minutes, but um my focus was elsewhere. So just watering that seed of like, I just like, if I want to write, I gotta write, like so like maybe there's other things in your life like um that's been on your mind, just be aware of that. I try to be aware of what's on my mind. And I think I'm generally pretty decent about staying, keeping my eye on like a prize. Um, Sorry, my work phone is like ringing, but work is done. So I'm done with it tonight. I have a healthy boundary set. It can buzz and buzz. But honestly, I'm probably gonna go see who called after this and probably end up calling someone back. So I'm not do as I say, not as I do. But not, I might uh keep that boundary set. I don't know. I don't know. Don't got a crystal ball. Um, and then yeah, so I don't even remember what I was talking about, but yeah, just you got to really prioritize the things in your life. Like, I think one indication is, um, I think I have been guilty of it, and I think other people can be too, of just putting energy into things that aren't necessarily like good for um our lives. I don't know, it could be relationships that are toxic, just to put it bluntly. It could be jobs that are draining us and burning us out. It could be maybe you're in school for something that you just feel obligated to study for, a parent or whatever it might be. But then like you're not finding that purpose. You're kind of being told like a purpose, like what you should be doing. And but you're probably not feeling very fulfilled. You're probably not feeling very excited for the next day. And I think if you recognize those red flags, like if you're not feeling excited, if you're not feeling fulfilled, if you're feeling burnt out, like um and burnt out could be like a lot of things, just unmotivated and maybe depressed, maybe overly tired, maybe manic. It could be like a lot of things, but um I think you need to take those to heart. You need to kind of like find a quiet place and just reevaluate those thoughts. And I know I've done that time and time again. Even when I'm like, I have like a job like I'm like stoked on, like there's times where I'm like, do I really want this? Or I have to really like weigh it out and analyze it. Um, and really take some time and take some quiet to really like think um like what I want. And then usually like, I don't know, I'll either cut it out of my life, or I will greatly reduce my focus and energy on that thing, or realize I do need to keep it in my life and it is like a benefit. And like, I just got to figure that out. So, um, yeah, it's just kind of like, in a sense, it's like, the saying working smart, not hard. Because like once you deplete that tank, like that's it. You only have so much fuel. So if you're putting a lot of fuel into these things that aren't really giving anything back to your life, then you're just not going to have enough fuel to like and enough energy and focus to put on the things that actually are benefiting your life. So, and knowing that, you just got to know when to say no or wait. Like it's okay to say no and to say wait. And there's a time where that becomes, obviously there's a time where that can be selfish if you're constantly focusing on yourself. Um, but there's a clear distinction, like it's okay. And I know like people, I think, like I've had a fear of being selfish or perceived as selfish when I implement like a boundary in my life where like I know I need to do something to take care of myself, and I say no or wait, and I felt guilty. But that's kind of like a social construct that has been conditioned into like our lives in society. So, but you can only know in yourself like when that's like right or wrong. Because you know when you're being selfish, and you know when you're taking care of yourself in like like a productive, effective, healthy way. So only person that can answer that is you know, and the only person that can decide that for me is me. So I just got to know when um I'm being more unhealthy versus healthy. And I don't know if people have questions on that or whatever, I can elaborate further maybe, but um yeah, it's not like lazy or selfish or even like unloyal or whatever, to just say no sometimes. You need to recharge, you need to take care of yourself. But yeah, speaking of which, I'm going to kind of just take care of myself tonight. Um, just gonna like hang out, gonna relax. Maybe go get some air, walk around, but honestly, like not really feeling it. So I just might not. I'm going to I got some actually I got some ribs going. I like met with a client that was like making some bomb ribs. As great as that was, it was like torture just smelling that the whole time. So I was like, I'm gonna pick up some ribs on my way home. So I'm gonna have some ribs tonight. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna have a good night and just kind of recharge. Tomorrow, Friday, like I usually make my days a little bit slower just for this very reason. I know my weeks can get kind of busy. So I usually kind of go, I kind of am very conscious of making my Fridays slow. So that's my self-care. Like I try to make my Fridays slower. Maybe see one client to even no clients just to kind of catch up on the week and then ease into the week, or yeah, I guess ease in. I don't know, kind of get the weekend feeling a little bit early. So maybe not like a ease in, but just like a little extra weekend in there. So that's how I take care of myself. But yeah, know what you want, focus on that, know what's in the way. Because at the end of the day, we all know what's in the way. We all know what we want. We all know what's healthy and unhealthy. It's just a matter of having the discipline to do the right thing. So I think it could be tough, but that's all I got. I'm gonna go finish up my dinner, and that's it. Take care.